Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. My name is Banu Suresh, and I'm your host for this program. Yogaxpress is filmed in the studios of Manhattan Neighborhood Network. I'm not sure which camera I'm looking at, but I'm happy to face the one in the center. It is a daily yoga fitness program that airs Monday through Friday. That's Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. in the evening Eastern Time on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. For viewers at home, we have a lot of support for you. Besides this program, this daily yoga health program, we also have a content website, www.yogaxpress.com, which will come off and on during the course of this program. We also have a weekly blog, yogaxpress.blogspot.com. Yogaxpress spelled YOGAXPRESS. Today, you see before you three wonderful participants who will help take you through some very basic stretches from a sequence, a simple ailment-specific sequence called 48 Plus. 48 Plus is a series of 48 basic stretches that target all major muscle groups, glands, and organs in the body in under 20 minutes. When you practice at home, that is. We workshop these postures for you, so you stretch with us. And once you learn the technique, once you learn how to get in and out of these postures, you can practice at home on your own, and all you need is 20 minutes a day. Ladies, can we spare 20 minutes a day for our good health?
I think
of course. Absolutely. You will notice that two of the participants here have already been with us in our program yesterday, and they're back for more. They're well on their way to becoming yoga addicts, even though both of them are fairly new to yoga. I know, Yaarit, you have practiced yoga before, correct?
A little bit, yeah.
You have. And Kasha is very new to yoga, but she very sportingly decided to join us as well. Kasha Czarnecka. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Kasha to my immediate left, Yaarit Zituni.
Right.
To my immediate right. And we have a new member today who has joined our group, Laura Summerhill. Laura, before we go ahead reintroducing Kasha and Yaarit, would you please tell our viewers and us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a singer and dancer for a living. I perform for Chicago the musical, and yes, lots of TV and commercials and things like that. And but every chance I get, it's important to stretch. So I was really excited about this show.
Right.
When you're a dancer, it's easy to get injuries, and but I just think it's the best thing to continuously stretch, and when it's very cold outside too. Sometimes you're frozen,
right,
but it's important to thaw out and keep stretching.
No, I'm so glad you joined us, because you will find, in fact, Yaarit and I were talking about it before yesterday's episode, and she said, are we going to sweat? And I said, no, but we will sweat internally, because you will feel a heat building up inside of you. So I'm glad you joined us. Thank you. Thank you for coming here. Yaarit, please tell us a little more about yourself, a little more than what you told us yesterday. Is there anything else you want to share with our viewers?
Anything else? It was fun yesterday. That's why I came back today to get some more stress. It's
Good.
Great being here with you.
Thank you.
I didn't tell you before, but I came here to act. So I just finished the Strasbourg school a few months ago, and I'm just glad to jump on any opportunity to do any kind of acting.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Right.
When you say you came here to act, where did you come from?
From Israel.
Okay. How long ago was that?
I came 3 years ago already.
3 years ago, yeah. I'm so glad you're in the right place for acting roles as well. New York is it. This is the place, right place to be. Thank you for coming back, Yaarit. We love having you here. Kasha, tell our viewers a little more about yourself, a little more than what you told us yesterday.
Everything in my life, it's basically around stage, acting, singing, performing. This is my hobby, this is my passion, and this is my way of living. And well, I decided to come here and join you because I'm also very passionate about sport, about mental relaxation, and this is what yoga is for me around. That's why I decided to, explore a little bit more
Wonderful.
and come and join you here.
I'm so glad you came back, Kasha, because you brought about the bit about mental relaxation. We're doing a lot of physical stretches, and the important thing to recognize, and that's for all our viewers as well, yoga is all about spinal health, but our program is also about moving into stillness. We move the body to still the mind. So what we are doing here is we're actually taking you through all these basic stretches so that you can feel a nice mental calm at the end of it. We feel nice and energized and heated on the inside, but we feel very focused, very balanced at the end of every episode right here in the studios. Before I forget, I would like to thank our wonderful crew. We have a full crew today as well, and I'm really grateful that we have such a wonderful group here. Renee, Kenny, Cynthia, Rosetta, and Lynn, who were also with us yesterday. Today we have two additional crew, Melissa Gray and Quayle Washington. Thank you all for being here to help us out. Rich Spezial, our studio manager, and Roberta Espinel, our coordinator, our facilitator, who set up all these wonderful lights and this great setup here. So thank you, everybody. Ladies, are we ready to stretch?
Yeah.
We're going to take our viewers, all of you out there who are watching and stretching with us, we're going to take you through postures from this postcard. Oh, before I forget, a little housekeeping. If you're very good and you come on our show, we'll give you a copy of Yoga Secrets, my third title. But if you write to me, just email me. We will send you a postcard with the full stretch sequence and a fridge magnet. Like we said yesterday and every other time that we've been on this show, stick this in your handbag, stick the fridge magnet on your fridge. Don't give yourself or us any excuses not to stretch. You have all the support and we are here to help you. So let's go from posture number, let's pick up where we left off. We finished posture number 12. We're going to stand up. And I did not point out, but those of you who are watching us may have noticed that some of us were sitting on our knees. That's called Vajrasana or diamond posture. Some of us were sitting cross-legged, and that's the lotus position. Both of these postures are great, but we all have different anatomical proportions. So if you have a shorter waist, you might find it more comfortable to sit on your heels, as I do, because it makes breathing easier. It lifts your torso. You sit cross-legged, you get this wonderful, wonderful stretch on your abductor muscles on the outside of your thighs. So we're going to see if we can transition from posture number 12 to 13. So 12 is Tula Danda. So let's see if we can stagger ourselves. So I've been asked to come forward and maybe you should stagger back so we don't hit each other. Okay, the two of us, Laura and I will come forward, Yaarit and Kasha will go back. Bring your heels together, toes are slightly apart. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Now, your arms are all the way up. You can clasp your fingers together. You can bring your index fingers out, or you can just keep your palms flat. Whatever feels comfortable for you, whatever you have been trained to do is fine. What we're going to do is we are going to exhale and dip the torso forward. At the same time, we'll lift our left leg off of the ground. Keep your left foot flexed. Transfer the weight to your right leg. Exhale and dip. This posture is called Tula Danda. Tula Danda is balancing scales. As you can see, you need to have a very strong focus. Inhale, come up. Bring your leg down, your arms are up. And if you find that at times you need to get out of a posture, it's perfectly okay. Just get right back in. You might also find it useful to remember that when you're in a balancing posture, you want to look at a point ahead of you that does not move. Do not look at people. Do not look at Roberto or Quayle or Melissa. Just look at a point in front that does not move. Now, once you're in that posture, let's exhale and bring our arms down. Exhale, bring your arms down. Once you're in that posture, typically we would transition into the next one. We held it for a while. Sometimes holding times are a little longer than we expect. So this time, transfer the weight to your left leg. We lifted the left leg up last time. Transfer the weight to your left leg. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. We're going to exhale and dip our torso forward. Lift your right leg off of the floor. Exhale and dip. There may be times when I may forget to stretch on the other side. Inhale, let's come back up. And if I do, please, my friends here, please remind me that I've forgotten the other side. Most of the participants do remind me every now and then, so feel free. Give me a rap on the knuckle, whatever. Okay, now, one more time. Transfer the weight to your right leg. What we're going to do is we are going to inhale and hold on to our left big toe with the left hand. We're going to lift our left foot off of the floor first. Inhale. Place your right hand on your right hip for balance. Look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. Hold on to your left big toe. Inhale and extend your left leg out. Now keep your foot flexed. It just helps to keep yourself nice and firm. Make sure you feel the stretch under your legs. Inhale, bend and release. Release the left leg down. Transfer the weight to your left leg this time. Bend your right knee. Lift your right heel off of the floor. Place your left hand on your left hip. This time we're going to hold on to our right big toe from the inside. One more time. We're going to try and extend the right leg out in front of us. Inhale and extend. You should feel a delicious stretch in the back of your legs. I notice, and if you cannot get your leg all the way out, that's perfectly okay. You can have your knee bent just a little bit, but you should feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Inhale and release. Now, for viewers at home, if you find that you are tempted to use your quad strength, the strength of your quadricep muscle, which is in the front of the upper thigh, I noticed that Kasha was very comfortable lifting her leg off of the floor without holding on to the toe. That's perfectly okay, but just know that you might be stretching and strengthening a different group of muscles. So the idea in extending our leg out was to feel the hamstring stretch. Kasha, you obviously have very strong quads, so you were able to lift your leg all the way, but I'm sure once you hold on to your big toe, you'll get it right out. Okay. You're doing great. You're doing great. You just have very strong upper quads over here, which is great. You just need to know the difference. Viewers at home, you need to know the difference. That's perfectly okay, whichever way you do it. Transfer the weight again to your right leg. We're going to go into a posture called Natarajasana. What we just got into is called Uttita Pada. Uttita is raised, Pada is foot. Literally, it was raised foot. This time, we're going to lift our leg from behind. We're going to hold on to the left ankle from behind with the left hand. We're going to raise our right arm up for balance. I'm going to dip the torso down, and the left knee goes up. Transfer the weight to your right leg. Lift your left heel off of the floor. Hold on to your left ankle from behind. Inhale, raise the right arm up. Exhale, dip your torso and lift your knee. Look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. I'm going to try and keep my focus on the mic. If you're very comfortable, you may want to try going down all the way. I don't think I'm ready for that yet today. Inhale, come up. As long as you feel the stretch in your quads on the upper part of your left leg, exhale and release. That's all we want. We want to feel the stretch. We want to stretch and feel the release of endorphins in our body. Transfer your weight to the left leg. From behind, place your left hand on your left hip. From behind, hold on to your left ankle. Now, if you feel very strong, keep your knees closer together. The closer they are, the more of a challenge it becomes. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your torso, lift your knee. You will need to engage your low back muscles as well. Inhale, come up. Come up. Release the right leg. Release your arm and relax. First, before we move on to the next posture, let's get a little bit of feedback. Laura, I know you're a dancer. You're very comfortable. This is called literally the dancer's pose, Natraja. So are you very comfortable in these postures, right?
It actually feels challenging today. I think sometimes your balance can be off for
I'll
whatever
tell you what
reason.
it is. No, you're a dancer, so you feel there's a lot of motion for you. You're always used to the motion, right? Holding still is also hard sometimes.
Sure.
Right. I would find it very difficult to do dance postures. I wouldn't be able to move as fast as you. But you're right. It's nice to feel the difference. It's nice to know that you have something else that you're going to work towards that day. Yaarit, how did you feel?
It's a challenging, definitely.
Just a little bit, right? But you do feel the stretch, and it feels good at the end of it, right?
I think it's easier for me. Like, I felt more stretch on the right side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because that actually brings an awareness, a greater self-awareness when we can feel the difference in our body. We can feel the imbalance in our own body. And you are quite right, too. In fact, many of us feel one side is more flexible. One side stretches a little more than the other side, and we feel more balanced on the other side than on a particular side. I always notice when I'm in the bow posture, you'll see in the prone position, there is a posture, I think it's posture number 39. When you bring both your legs up and you're in a kind of a boat position, one leg goes up. So I know there's an imbalance in my body. You know what? We're not going to beat ourselves up over it. We're going to try and work harder to keep both the feet at the same level. Kasha, how did you feel?
It's definitely a challenge, especially that I'm not an expert in yoga.
No, you don't have to be an expert. You're a good sport.
It's great. It's a progress, and that's what it counts.
That's right. That's the right attitude. That's another thing. Yoga is about enhancing attitudes. It's not about having a flexible body. It's about having a flexible mind. It's about enhancing our attitudes, feeling good, feeling, beautiful about ourselves every time we stretch. Let's try and get into the next posture. It's called Garudasana. Garuda is eagle. And I have no idea why this is called Garuda posture, eagle posture, but we're going to try and figure it out. Let's see if we can get ourselves into that first. Transfer your weight to your right leg. We do not need external props for most of these stretches in this sequence. Use the props you already have, your upper and lower extremities. You've got your hands. Use your hands. Move your left thigh over the right thigh. Try and wrap your left foot. Look at a point in front of you that doesn't move. Try and wrap your left foot around your right calf. And if that's not going to happen for our viewers here today, you can bring your foot closer down, or you can just place your toe, your left big toe, on the floor. It's perfectly okay. Try and hold still. Left knee is up, right arm goes up. Inhale. Exhale. Dip the right elbow over the left and twine your arms around. I know I'm going to fall out. Okay. Hang in there. Inhale, come up. Release the right leg first. Untangle your arms. And please know the reason we release our legs first before our arms is because we don't want to lose our balance. It's very simple. Yoga is very practical, very logical. Transfer the weight to your left leg. Use your hands, move your right thigh over your left calf. And Yaarit, here I remember what you said, this leg feels a little tighter than the other. Right knee is over, left arm comes up. Inhale, exhale, dip the left elbow over the right. Twine your palms together, twine your hands together till your palms touch. Excuse me, I'm going to go right back in. Inhale, come up. Release the right leg first. Untangle your hands and relax. Now, I'm so used to staggering back. Okay, I have to get used to this now. Heels are together, toes are slightly apart. You know what? I think I know why it's called eagle. When we twine our arms together, it looks like the beak of an eagle. I don't know. Does it? Yeah. Oh, well, we don't care. We just feel good when we stretch, right? But notice also, viewers at home, again, notice that when you stretch, when you cross your legs over, you're actually stretching a very small, thick muscle called the psoas muscle, which really doesn't get much of a stretch in any other posture except Garudasana, at least in this sequence. Heels are together, toes are slightly apart. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead. Cross your palms over. Hold on to your opposite elbows. and move your biceps back. In fact, in this posture, in this lift, you get a wonderful bicep and tricep stretch. Bring your chest out, pelvis is tilted forward. We're going to exhale and fold from the hip with a nice straight back. Exhale and fold. This is standing forward fold, or Uttanasana. Some schools in North America also call this ragdoll. I can imagine why, because you're basically suspended in midair, will look like a little bit of a shapeless ragdoll. But the purpose of this posture is to feel a delicious stretch in the back of your legs, the hamstrings, the thick muscle in the back of your legs that protect the sciatic nerves. You get a beautiful sciatic stretch. You also get a wonderful stretch of your spinal extensors, which is the back of your spine. And because you made the connection already with your palms on the opposite elbows, you do feel a wonderful rest. You get a sense of calm. You feel very rested when you're suspended this way. So if you have hypertensive issues, you might find this helps calm you down. Inhale, let's come up with a nice straight back. Exhale and release. Very slow, controlled motions. I'm going to have to stagger back just a little bit. This time we're going to go into an inversion called Parvatasana. Parvat is mountain. And some schools also call this Adho Mukha, downward dog. Have you heard of downward dog? Yeah. Everyone has, right? That's a very popular posture. And I guess it does look like a dog in down position. In fact, even the Sanskrit translation, Adho Mukha Shvanasana. Shvana is dog, Mukha is face, Adho is inverted. So it's literally downward facing dog. But the school that I studied in calls it mountain posture because it also looks like a mountain. So we're going to keep things simple. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, take your arms all the way overhead. Clasp your palms together in any manner that you've been trained. Exhale, now I need a little bit of space. I'm going to go back just a little more. Exhale, fold over, place your palms on the mat about 18 inches away from your feet. Take your left leg back and then take your right leg back and hold. You should feel a delicious stretch in your sciatic nerves, in the back of your legs. Your hamstrings feel stretched. And if you decide that you want to place your heels on the floor today, you will feel a wonderful, wonderful stretch in your plantar fascias, which is plantar is the bottom of your foot, at the sole of your foot. You should feel that too. Kasha, do you feel that?
I feel excellent stretch.
That's wonderful. How about you, Yaarit? Do you feel the stretch in the back of your legs?
Absolutely, I can feel it.
You can feel it, right? Yeah, your heel's almost on the floor, and I can see Laura's foot heel is all the way down on the floor, so this is beautiful. Okay, we have 5 minutes. Good. Let's inhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Inhale, bring the right foot between the hands. If your right foot doesn't come all the way forward today, that's perfectly okay. You can wiggle your foot till it comes forward. Place your left knee on the floor. Uncurl the toes in your left foot. And let's come back just a little bit. This is a wonderful moment to relax for just a few seconds. Right knee is out, left arm goes up. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, dip the left elbow over the right knee. Push the right knee in with your left elbow. Place your right palm over the left palm. This posture is called Parsva Kona Namaskara. Kona is corner, Parsva is twisted. It's not twisted as in weird, but it's a body twist. And Namaskara is prayer. So bring your elbows, right elbow up, look up at the raised elbow. You should feel a beautiful stretch in the quads of your left leg, upper left thigh. Inhale, let's come out of that as gracefully as we can. We're going to place our palms on the floor, take our right foot back, and then bring your left foot forward. Uncurl the toes in your right foot. Now hold on. Place your palms on your left knee first, and then dip your hip. Very nice, Laura. I notice not only there, I can also see you through the side of my eye. Notice how Laura is coming really deep, very close to the floor. The closer you get to the floor, the deeper the stretch in your quads, the the front of the right thigh, the upper front of the right thigh. Keep exhaling. Now, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left knee. Place your left palm over the right palm. Make sure your left elbow is raised and look up at the left elbow. Very nice. So you feel a wonderful opening of the chest on the left side this time. Inhale. Let's come out of that. Very gracefully done. Now, let's come on our hands and knees. Palms are directly beneath the shoulders. Knees are directly below the hips. The fingers are nicely splayed. Toes are curled in. We're going to go into a posture called a cat posture, Marjari Asana. As we inhale, we're going to lift our chest. Our torso and chin go up, and our buttocks will go up. We'll dip our torso. The middle part of our body will go down. Inhale. Just pretend you're a cat. Think of the motions that a cat makes. Exhale, arch your back, uncurl your toes. Let's try that one more time to redeem ourselves. Curl your toes in. Inhale. Exhale, arch your back, uncurl your toes. A lot of yoga is also about balancing the sides and the spine and the postures. Any posture that has a forward fold needs a back bend. If we do an undulating motion, as in the cat, we've also done some forward folds. Now we need a few back bends now. So this is a seated back bend. It's called Ustra Asana. Ustra is camel. Asana is posture, as you know. We're going to aim to reach our heel. So right hand will aim for the right heel. Left hand will go to the left heel. The idea in this, if you want to challenge yourself, keep your knees close. If you feel a little tired today, you can bring your knees apart just a little bit. Also, if you want to make sure that you can touch your heels, you can curl your toes in. That'll close the distance between your hand and your heel, but also notice that's greater pressure on your knees. Okay, we're being timed out. Let's get into it anyway. Place your palms on your buttocks. Inhale. Lift your chin. Very gently glide your hands down the back of your legs. Right hand to the right heel. Left hand goes to the left heel. Tilt your pelvis forward. You should feel a beautiful stretch in your quads. Inhale. Let's come out of it. Right hand on the buttock. Left hand back on the buttock. And let's go down. While the credits are still rolling, let's just go down.